Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
We've come to the end of our short series of talks on the subject of existential health. And the author that we are busy reading, and he's actually quite busy writing this, is the theologian, philosopher Jim Palmer. And he has been focusing in his own work lately very, very strongly on existential health. So we've touched on a few points. Some of these points are very closely related. So some of them we've bundled together. Um, but we are focusing this week on the last three
Yeah,
of this existential health uh, characteristics
yeah.
almost.
And I think, like with the others that we touched on, it's subjects that we've been talking about in our conversations. I mean, time and time again, because they are building blocks
Mm,
of a contemplative life, of living with awareness, and all of that. So the one that I really love and want to promote is that he says existential health needs a sense of wonder.
yes.
And that's beautiful because it also ties into another author that I like and love very much. It's Sarah Van Branach. And she talks of a sense of wonder as one of our, our extra senses, not
Mm,
just the five basic ones, but that we have that sort of an insight into things like an intuition as a sense, and then also a sense of wonder.
mm,
Humans are capable of being in awe or something
mm,
really striking them and really touching them very deeply,
mm,
whether it's beauty in the sense of artwork or nature or music or whatever it is that really goes deep and that leaves you breathless,
mm,
leaves you with tears running down your face.
mm.
And it's something that really is uh, one of the elements that that makes us feel fully alive.
Yes, and
Yeah,
it is so interesting to see that it is actually an innate capacity of
yeah, that
us
we
as
have.
humans,
Yeah,
because one can live cynically, one can live a little distance away from life, and then unexpectedly or suddenly we experience something that overwhelms us.
mm.
And before we know it, we're very sad. We're filled
Oh,
with
sad.
awe.
Yeah, so it's a combination of things. It's an emotion that I think it's an emotion of wonder. I
Yes.
think it's filled with so much that there's even it's sad, but not like in
Mm,
tragically.
mm,
It's just this overwhelming sense of a moment that's unforgettable.
yeah.
Um, and I think that's what makes it important is that it's not just run of the mill.
Mm.
It can be something simple, and I think
Yes.
that's the thing is like with the gratitude principle in our lives. It's something that we maybe must have a lookout for. It can
Mm,
be something that has been there all along and that we've been missing
mm.
because we are focused on other things. We are focused on hardships. We are focused on just making it through a
All the
day
negative stuff.
or the negative things. But when you are coming from a place of looking for something that can stir the feeling of wonder in you, it actually arrives.
Yes.
You were mentioning Chesterton in the Afrikaans version.
Yeah, where Chesterton said, in this life, it's not so much that there's an absence of wonder, but there's an absence of a sense of wonder.
Yes, that it's there.
Yeah.
It's there to be experienced, to
Mm.
be witnessed. So in order and to really go looking for it or to plan for it, to say, I am going to watch the full moon coming up,
Mm.
even though
Mm.
it's rising late, even though it's winter, to
Mm.
really go that extra stretch yourself in terms of exceptional things that's around you, and to make the time for that, and because it 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 adds to your enjoyment, your gratification of life.
Mm,
um
mm, mm, mm.
yeah,
Yeah, we have to exercise
we
that
have to
muscle.
bank on wonder
Yes.
in this life.
Mm.
And then the next one is something that we've also talked about, and it's self-acceptance.
Yes.
A difficult one. We are constantly criticizing ourselves and constantly not satisfied with ourselves and constantly trying harder and so preoccupied by that we are missing life.
Mm.
And we're also not satisfied with our lives, so we also not living our lives. We are constantly wanting another type of life.
Mm. An English psychologist, I think Golden or Holden is his name, he said when there's something missing in your life, it's probably you.
Yeah, so
Um,
and not accepting reality, like it was one of the points that we had, but
mm,
also not accepting yourself, warts and all. And it doesn't mean that you have to
yes,
become perfect and then you accept yourself.
exactly.
It's accepting who you are in order to face your blind spots, to face your shadow. When you're fighting it all the time, you are not accepting yourself, and
Mm,
that keeps you away from experiencing life in this
mm,
self,
mm,
in this broken, imperfect self.
mm. And the irony with self-acceptance is it is an extremely important building block because unless we accept ourselves, we can't change.
Yeah, we have to accept what is, and
Yes.
that doesn't mean we have to we're not stuck with it.
No, no.
It means we're accepting what is, we're seeing what it is, and then we can start working towards change, towards the awareness that can help us to change.
Yeah, but if we constantly ignore it or reject it or deny it or whatever we want to do it, but we don't go there and we don't accept ourselves, we cut ourselves off at the knee, we can't grow.
We can't live. We can't fully
Exactly,
live.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I think it ties in nicely with that, is to have a purposeful life.
A sense of
A sense
purpose.
of purpose, something, not maybe something that will make the pages of history books. It's
Mm.
just something to wake up for, something um, that gives meaning to your life. I think, um, I think again we want it to be big,
Mm.
and it's not that. It can lead to big things. Who
Yes,
knows?
yes.
But to have something that really stirs you enough that it makes life worth living.
It's so interesting. I once saw a short documentary of uh, this high school student who went to the hospital and he had some blood tests or so, and they asked him, "In what school are you?" And he told them, and they said, "Oh, so you know Mr. Robinson? Do you get class at Mr. Robinson?" And he said, "Yes, it's our math teacher." And he was at another section of the hospital. "So, do you know Mr. Robinson?" And he realized everybody in the hospital knows Mr. Robinson, but he's merely his math teacher. And then he discovered that this math teacher, for which they have the highest respect and they're very
Mm.
careful because he's a very stern man, he what do you call it when you take a baby and you
Yeah,
uh, um,
yeah. You cuddle a baby. Those are restless babies or
yes,
crying babies.
and
He calms them down by holding them against his body and rocking
yes,
them.
yes,
Yeah,
and he's a volunteer at the hospital and he's the best cuddler of babies.
and he's been doing it for years.
And nobody knows it. So it's not moving mountains, but it is standing up or getting up in the morning and there's a purpose. I'm
Yeah.
going to do this, that even in this little space where I live, for my pets, for the people that I live with, that I work with,
Mm.
that it is a better day for them.
Mm.
Um,
And I think you can start with the things that you love. To
yes,
say, I don't really feel that there's anything that and then to go and see, but what is it that I love, and start there. Because when we're busy with that, life does get a purpose.
yeah. And we become fully alive. And it's so
Mm.
ironic and
Mm.
wonderful that Jim Palmer comes to the point where he says, when we tend to these aspects of existential life, we
Yeah.
are actually tending to the elements of being fully alive,
Yeah.
which makes absolutely sense. And it's so strange that we are doing the last of these sessions, this short series, over this weekend of the contemplative gathering, where the theme that we've decided on last year, coming out of the group of last year, where the theme is being fully alive.
Yeah. Lovely synchronicity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely talking to you. Keep us in your thoughts over this weekend. We're excited for the second contemplative gathering, and we'll talk again next week.
Keep well, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.